Back for part 2. We're going up the Polebridge. North Road, they call it, coming out of Columbia Falls. There's a lot more people. Of course, it's a Saturday, so there's a lot more people up here than I thought. There's some people on a boat, a raft. And I think you could do like we did, put in, and park a car down below and then drive up 10, 15 minutes. That's how we used to canoe. And there's places you could pay them. There was the Missouri, the Cutaway and the Big Piney, Huzzah, down in the Ozarks. Now it's so crazy. I saw a picture. There must have been 200 boats, canoes. I guess it's so crazy that the landowners are complaining, and yeah, that wouldn't be any fun. We did it. You'd occasionally see somebody. That's insane. There's another goddamn outlet of mine. Got a boat. Yeah, I was wondering how I'd have to get a trailer, or I could tie it to the top like that. That's how we did it when we first got our 14-foot Zodiacs. I just strapped it to my Blazer, and it rode. It got a little bit. You gotta keep that nose down. You can't go roll. If I remember, I could only go like 50 because the wind wants to get under that nose. They had a fire. Yeah, that fire. I'll have to ask about the fire. I've heard them talk south of here, down by Missoula. Actually, it was down by Darby. They called it the 2000 fire. That was 24 years ago. This looks more recent. Like maybe 10 years. That new growth is only, it looks about 10 foot high. Right now we're about 16 miles from Polebridge. About another 37 minutes. So it'll probably be 3 videos to go up. I usually try and cut them at 20, 22 minutes. And I'm going to try and get in Glacier probably Monday. I'd rather not go to the... Dave was saying to get a car reservation, you got to get a registration. Oh, we're going gravel now. Actually, it's pretty asphalt. But the car registration, I went to get a registration to get in the national park. They were sold out. And it was like next Tuesday was the first opening. They said you could go in after 3 p.m. You don't need the car registration. So we're at the education center, Big Creek. Oh, there's a camper. I'll have to look at that when I come back. Yeah, there's the river, the little feeder over there. Yeah, this is a lot smoother, but it's got the asphalt cracks. See the old burn? The old denuded trees there? See, this on the left is the new growth. 10, 12, 15 foot. Then you see the old growth, the real tall ones. It'd be kind of cool to get I've got a fire map from back home that it'll show the burn scar and the year and the name. I think mine goes back, I want to say it goes back in the 1900s. Like a 100-year-old burn map. some of them, I don't think they even try to. Some of them, they just let it burn. That would be cool to come up and put in up here, and then raft down. And I'm sure they have companies that you can pay to do it, outfitters. Another guy coming apart. Seen a critter yet? Come on. And usually the burn areas like this, with all the new growth, of course this is pretty old growth. The first year or two after a burn, oh man, the critters love it because everything's young and green, tender green, especially in California. I've seen them in there eating the first green shoots popping up. And it's all ash. I've even seen when it's still smoking. You know, some of the snags will burn for months. And nowadays they fly over with an infrared camera on a plane, and they map it. You know, they'll find a big snag that's burning. So a lot of it's underground too. It'll be underground, but they can see the heat signature. And if it's a problem, they'll send in a hand crew. They'll drop off a hand crew, especially in the wilderness areas where they can't take in a vehicle. There's the river right over there. That looks like scree. Yeah, that's all scree. See that, like all that loose rock? Yeah, that's really dangerous to cross. You'll slip and go down, and it's like ice. San Gorgonio, we had to cross that a couple times. That was a little scary. Straight up and down on both sides. There'd be a little trail, kind of a flat foot trail. That guy's got a trailer with nothing on. That looks like maybe he dropped off some people with boats. Come on, guy. Some people, you gotta poke them. They're staring at their phones. How can you be up here staring at your phone? This looks like a little access down here even. That guy's got kayaks or canoes. Yeah, this is like a big access area right here. Maybe not coming back, we'll drive down there. Well, let this guy go around me because he looks like he's heading north. Fork Flathead River. There's a trail right there. And I think that sign, I thought I caught where it said 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. You got to have that vehicle. And you pick out what time you want to enter. Like 10 o'clock, noon. I guess they try and hold the traffic down. that whole area burned. It looks like this whole lot of area burned around here. I haven't seen a lot of spots for at the beginning I did where you can pull off with a trailer and boondock, and I'm assuming I need to look at my maps, my Onyx, but I'm assuming this is all national forest. I don't see a lot of private homes up here. I haven't seen a home since we started. Dust control. Oh, yeah, I'm starting to get a little washboard. Man, there's a view right there. Holy mackerel. The mountains and the snow. There's still a lot of snow on the mountain over there. I wonder if that's Glacier. I bet you that is. That's got to be Glacier Park. Yeah, it's to the east, and I'm going north. Where am I going? I'm going west. I thought it was going north. But overall, I'm going north. I wonder if I can turn where you can. There's somebody behind me. I got to turn where you can see that. Oh my God, that's like a painting over there. Boy, is this thick though. It looks like a lot of berries or. Wild berries and pine and what else in here? It looks like some oak, some quiggies, quig and aspens. – 12 miles from Polebridge, about 28 minutes. And now we're kind of turning a little bit, not quite north. Probably get a book for the history here too. I meant to get that Lewis and Clark book, something Courage or Stephen Ambrose, I think, wrote it. I need to get that book. Learn about Lolo down there where they camped, Bitterroot Valley, how they came up. Actually, I think this book is on their whole expedition with that. I'd like to learn about that Bitterroot Valley, Lolo. There's some aspens back there. Stephen Ambrose wrote Band of Brothers. He's written several World War II books I've read. Band of Brothers is excellent. If you saw the miniseries on HBO, read the book. The book goes into a lot more detail. And one of the scenes I wish they would have done was when Easy Company, they went up to, right at the end of the war, they captured the Eagle's Nest, Berchtesgaden, where Hitler had his winter retreat. Berchtesgaden is probably the most beautiful place in the Black Forest in Germany, Austria. I mean, it is wow. Anyway, they grabbed the staff cars. They got these Mercedes convertible staff cars, nice, swanky, long, Tier 8 guys. And they're all drunk, driving around, celebrating the end of the war. And word gets back to the generals, the They want those staff cars. They want to drive around in them. So the paratroopers, like paratroopers will, they said, okay, we got to make sure they're safe for the generals. So they machine gunned all the staff cars to make sure they were safe. You know, you got to make sure you don't want your boss getting hurt. So they machine gunned them, basically ruined them. So here you go. And they were pretty much untouchable for all they went through. Usually the generals, they have their favorite troops, and paratroopers especially. You don't mess with them. There's bullet holes in that sign. You don't mess with those guys. You just let them. As long as they produce, just leave them alone. Don't poke the hornet's nest. I thought that would have been a killer scene. But probably the Army, I got a feeling the Army, a lot of times they watch that and screen it first. They said, nah, you can't do that. That'll encourage the meatheads. Can't show insubordination. Conduct unbecoming an NCO. And I forget where I saw the article, but it showed one of the, I mean, these were top line Mercedes Benz. Oh, they were nice cars too. They were like touring cars, big long ass. Like when you see the movies, you know, when the generals roll up, and there's like 6 guys in the car. That's what this looked like. And they machine gunned the hell out of them. Pulling over the windows and doors. Come on. One more guy. Come on, tail end, Shirley. Damn, he's going a lot slower than I thought. They probably think I see something. Come on, go around. Jesus. Yeah, they're looking. They think I see some Florida plates. That's what I do when I see somebody slowing down and looking. Usually there's a deer or something over there. I'm surprised we haven't seen nothing pop out. You'll kind of get, I'm kind of swinging north now. See, look at the mountains. Oh my God. The view across that. Back there where it's open. Oh my gosh. Right here, even hard right. The view is just spectacular. Yeah, I'd like to come back. I want to get my batteries changed and I need a little bit more solar. I've got a 160 watt panel. I've got to, I'd like to add, it's wired for 2 more panels. And I'd like to add, I got 2 lithiums, 100 amp hours. I'd like to add at least 2 more, maybe 4. I got room underneath the bed. The front bed folds up, lifts up for storage. That's for most people. Because the batteries are in the front of the trailer on the tongue. I don't really like them out there because of the theft. So I may remote them all back into the trailer underneath the bed. Some were saying that dealers won't put them in there because of the fire hazard, but I'm thinking lithium ain't really a fire hazard unless there's a direct short. And hopefully your fuse, your cutoff will take care of that. But I mean, even with a lead acid, I wouldn't want lead acid. That's what I'm giving. The ones I have are lead acid. They're 5 years old and they're weak. And most batteries now you barely get 5 years. With lead acid, I'm done with wet cell. Getting acid all over everything, ruining your shirts, your pants, your cleaning rags, everything. It just eats everything. Get it on the carpet. Actually, anything. What sucks, you'll have it on, the acid on, you won't know it. And you get in your truck and then it's eating the seat covers. Yeah, the hell with that. Plus, if you drain a lead acid, it's pretty much done. If you let it go flat, lithium, you can let them go flat and they still will take a charge. It doesn't hurt them. And also, they hold a charge better. Charge up a little bit. You know, overall they're better on everything. Oh, there's a nice creek right there. Look at that. Wow. There's water everywhere up there. Oh, there's a home right there. There's mailboxes. Going back. That'd be nice to live way back up. That property I looked at yesterday was like this. It was an hour ride and then back up in the boonies. It wasn't that high up. But it was, and then it was 4 miles off the highway. I didn't go down the dirt road, so I didn't want to get shot. I'll have to schedule an appointment with the realtor, but the problem with that is you have to maintain that road or get somebody, hire somebody to. 4 miles is a long ways to be plowing snow and keeping the gravel good. It'd be expensive. Plus, I wouldn't be able to winter. I would have to I couldn't stay here in the winter. That's why I plan on, if I found the right place, become a snowbird for 5-6 months in Arizona, go bop around Arizona for the winter. And it looks like we're on 22 minutes again. We'll cut this off. No, this road passes through private property next to. Okay, we're coming. We must be coming out of national forest in a private land now. See you on the next video. That's part 2. We're coming to part 3.